Okay, so let's ask some questions about it. Does it seem to work as a main idea sentence? Is Tyler doing his job well? Maddie, what do you think? Does this help you understand the main idea of the article? Can you tell me one piece of information that you think was pretty vital to understanding the article that Tyler has given here? Okay, Arthur Ashe's Kids Day. Seems to be pretty important. Arthur Ashe's Kids Day. Somebody else give me an important piece of information that you think Tyler really needed to include in this, and it's good that he did. Yeah, Jessica. It inspires kids. They can do anything. When you're writing a main idea for a news article, if you were a newspaper reporter writing a news article, you'd want to answer several key questions. Tyler's done a fairly decent job of answering one of the key questions that you ask. Is anybody aware of the 6 questions that a reporter would ask him or herself? They're really simple. Yeah, James. There you go, James. Let's start with that first one. And I'll get all 6 from you in a moment. Start with the who question. Where is Tyler's who? Gabe? Nope. Arthur Ashe is dead. Arthur Ashe is not actually in the article, nor is Arthur Ashe involved in the event. What's that, Carter? Thank you. The answer to my who question, kids. Your first question to yourself in constructing the main idea should always be who. Carter, you had an interesting one. Your article was about dinosaurs and flatulence and methane and greenhouse gas effects. Who's your who? Incorrect. Try again. Your who is not dinosaurs.
Gases?
Nope. That's a what?
Parts?
Nope. That's slang. Can anybody help Carter out? He's reading an article about dinosaurs and how they release methane gas that probably increased greenhouse effects millions upon millions of years ago. Who's the who? And who's the us that would be relevant when we're talking about dinosaurs? Nope, that's not a who, that's a what? Too general. Who studies dinosaurs? Scientists, paleontologists. Yes, thank you very much. So Carter's who would be scientists. Scientists hypothesize that, theorize that. Scientists now assume that, and then you give the dinosaur thing. Does that make sense? Your who is always a person that is actually present in the article. For Tyler, Arthur Ashe is not it. Arthur Ashe's Kids Day is a thing. It's an event. It's part of the what. What other verb in the sentence really talks to me about what? Tyler's sentence contains a verb, Arthur Ashe's Kids Day, and what other verb in that sentence helps me understand the what? Bridget. An important verb in that sentence that helps me understand the what. Give you a hint, it's part of the underlined important information. There you go. Inspires. Tyler has included in his main idea the who and the what, which is good because I'll tell you right now, who and what are indispensable. He must answer those questions. Last class period, I was working with a student whose who was they. In other words, in the sentence, when he answered the who question, he just wrote they. The main idea is broken because we have no clue who they are. He needed to specify. He needed to fix the answer to his who question. So let's review. James, you were doing a really good job. Who, what, we have those two key questions. When, where. Number 6, it bucks the trend of the W's. Brandon.
How.
Correct. Matthew, which 2 of these questions did I say are indispensable in writing your main idea? Who and what? Thank you. You need this. You need this. The rest of these, optional. How do you know? Depends on whether it's important. Last class period, somebody was talking about iPhone sales in the United States. Was it important to know that it was in the United States to answer the where question? Absolutely. Because we were talking about iPhone sales only in the United States, so that where was necessary to the main idea. Is it necessary for you? I don't know. It's your article. Notice that Tyler hasn't answered any of the other questions. He's read the article, he decides it's not important. And I don't have a problem with it. Because I'm not looking at his main idea saying, wow, there's something missing. I'm not. I'm pretty clear on what the main idea is. Do I need details? Sure. But we're talking about a main idea sentence. It doesn't include all the details. What bit of language is unnecessary, wordy, and doesn't help me answer who, what, when, where, why questions? James. Nope, actually, that's necessary to link those two. Bridget.
That thing.
Nope, because it helps me understand the inspires. I don't want this. Unnecessary. Blah, blah, blah. Lose it. I want Tyler and all the rest of you just to write the sentence about the who and the what and add other questions as necessary. If you see in your original, the main idea of this article is that, I don't need it. I want one sentence as if you were the writer writing this article in one sentence. And it should not be excessively long or complicated. So we have a number of principles. Let's review what we've talked about so far. We can answer 6 questions. 2 of them are indispensable. The others are optional, depending on your article. I don't want language that does not answer one of those questions. And next fact. The who needs to be near or at the front. I would expect Carter's main idea to start off with scientists find that. Or scientists believe that. Scientists will be first word. So what will be the first word of Tyler's new main idea after we revise it? Amanda, what will be the first word of his new main idea? No, remember he's dead. Kids. So let's fix it. Somebody take a look at the original that Tyler wrote and help me rewrite the sentence starting with kids. What's happening to them? We've got the who. What about the what? Thank you, Brandon. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. What about the rest? Kids are inspired. There was a little bit of information in there, Brandon, and I'll give you a little bit of help to what? There's a little bit of information in Tyler's original.
Um, tell them that they can do anything.
Do anything they want, or maybe even, because that sounds like they're just going to, not go to school ever again. How about that? I like that a little bit better. Kids are inspired by Arthur Ashe's Kids Day to be anything they want. Clearer, a cleaner sentence, especially after we rid ourselves of the main idea of this article is that. One little question I'm going to ask for you, Tyler. Did they specify which kids? Because it sounds like we're talking about kids the world over. In the article, did they specify which kids? Like, are we talking about young kids? Go ahead, go grab it. It's okay. Keep looking. If you find it, just shout it out. Just says kids. Okay, good enough. This is what I need for a main idea. I need at least the who and the what answered, and others answered as optional. Can we see one more example? Who would like to volunteer theirs? Free help. No? All right. Zach, you're volunteered. Why don't you go grab the computer over there, take your current events report, and type your original main idea. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, proof it for me. Gerard, who's the who? Thank you. Gerard, what's the primary what? Try again. It's a news article. That means it's reporting on an event that happened recently, because that's what news does. It's why it's called new. So what happened recently? Because that happened in '69. That's right. Somebody want to take Zach's material here and rewrite it? Tyler? Looks like you were tentative hand up. You want to give it a shot?
Take out the soda full of the bottle.
Yep, I would start with Neil Armstrong. Tell you what, let's make this a group effort. Thank you, Tyler. That's step one. James. Yes, of course, the A would be capitalized. It's not, you're correct. Jessica?
Take out the word
Yep, you're getting to it. I agree with that. Gabe?
Should be capitalized.
More? But we want to pare this down to one sentence. You're correct, Jessica, but I'd like to pare it down to one sentence. Gabe?
So Neil Armstrong first man to step foot on the moon. And then he died.
There's a word that you're keeping in there that's tripping you up, and it's little. We'll see what Maddie can do. Maddie, you want to get rid of was? Neil Armstrong, the first man to step foot on the moon. Now what do you think, Maddie? That is the word. Anything more? Do not ever be afraid to just cut words. Students use too many. Neil Armstrong, the first man to step foot on the moon, died also his famous words. Doing a great job. What else? Looks much better, but Katie, what do you think?
There should be a comma after Neil Armstrong.
And then after moon. Very good. That's correct. Neil Armstrong, the first man to step foot on the moon, died. Ooh, I want to answer another one of those questions. I've got the who and I've got the what. Which one do I want to answer, Gabe?
When?
Correct. When, Zach? When did he die? Yes, you should have it in the article. Oh, and Ethan's got it. Ethan, what is it?
Friday, August 25th.
Friday, August 25th. Ethan, where do you want to throw that in the sentence?
Maybe after died.
Died on Friday, August 25th, or 21st?
25th.
25th. It's not bad. I'm going to recommend that you put it in another position. Actually, Ethan, it can kind of go anywhere in the sentence and make the same amount of sense. But there's a place that it usually works a little bit better. Gabe, what are you thinking?
Neil Armstrong first man on the moon on February the day he died.
That kind of interrupts the flow a little bit. I like it a little bit better in Ethan's position at the end because it doesn't interrupt the flow, but there's an even better position. Tyler.
On Friday, August 27th.
Remember what I said here. Near or at the front. I said near the front because if you are placing the time, the when question, lead with the when question. On Friday, August 25th, Neil Armstrong, the first man to step foot on the moon, died. There's the main point of your article. If you answer the when question, lead with it. Which other question might you lead with if you answer it? James? Correct. Where? If you answer the where or the when, consider leading with it. I said consider. There's no hard and fast rule about how this happens every single time, except that I want the who question answered. I want the what question answered. I want the who somewhere near the front. If not at the front, at least near the front. I don't want extra words that don't answer one of those questions, and I don't want minor details. I just want main ideas. At this point, I'd like you to turn to your new article. I'm going to hand out another current events report sheet, and I'd like you working on the main idea there, and I'll provide some proofing assistance once people actually have theirs.